Well, my teammate left, so I'm just gonna do this by myself. It's a stealth mission, you know. I don't get why people always try to land B and get themselves killed or land right on top of A. It's odd. You know, it's a stealth mission. It shouldn't be that hard. So I'm just gonna show you how to do it because it's pretty easy if you know what stealth is, or you just have that one teammate that knows what he's doing. You know, you can just follow him all day and get maybe 2 kills. That's how it usually goes. So since I'm doing this by myself, you know, you're gonna have to line up these shots. You can land in the building right across from the street from the objective. You can get those 3 guys immediately. You know, it's not that bad. Don't miss your shots, bro. The second you miss them, it's over. It's over. You're gonna have to start again. This is the tricky part, because you gotta throw a knife near the telephone pole or enough, you know, to drive one of those guys away. Because if you shoot them both, I mean, you can maneuver and try to get both of them with one shot, but, you know, it's a lot of work. Not really. And I did miss that shot, so some of these guys might have already moved a little bit. But it's not too bad. As long as they don't see you and you're out, you'll be fine. You can jump on top of the van, that's how you get in. And you can shoot these guys through the walls. Same with the staircase. But you can't shoot through the floor, so don't try going that way. And keep the Geiger counter. It's not too necessary, but it definitely will help you get out faster. You know, you can tackle this any way you want, just don't hit the wires or lasers. Once you nab that thing, just get out the same way you got in. There's really no time, or like, there's just no worth of you staying in there and exploring. There's just more guys. You just need to leave at that point. When coming across this part, you'll need to, like, you know, not take the bridge, because there are 2 guys right there, and it's best to avoid them, and there's a guy on the bridge. So you can take this path instead. Another thing while walking over here, like, I'll see a lot of teammates try to take 2 of those guys out that I said, like, after the bridge, and it's really annoying because they'll get spotted and that triggers the alarm all the way over here. So it's not worth those 2 guys unless you both are trying to shoot them, then it doesn't matter. But there's also like a car that rolls around. I did get spotted by that guy, but not spotted. So you're all good. As long as they don't tell anyone, then you're fine. And you can ignore these 2 guys, but I shot them both because sometimes if you're like too quick, you can shoot one of those guys, like catch another bullet into them whenever you're shooting up here in the skylight. And that can, like, it can disturb everyone, and it like kind of messes up the whole thing. So those 2 guys are always going to be there. Second you drop in, you know, that guy's always there. If you're also quick enough, there's like another guy, like, just hiding on top of the stairwell, but they're not really that much of a big a deal. And you can throw your knife as like a rock, like from Far Cry, and that will bring all 3 of them. Sometimes I get 2, sometimes you'll get 1, but you can keep throwing knives like rocks, but don't do it so much. And second you knock all these guys, you know, you'll be safe and sound to go downstairs. And there's always going to be a dude in there unless you somehow brought him up to the stairwell. You can run up through this hill, or you can run down, you know, the other path towards that house right there. But you can also run around everything, kind of like ignore everyone. But, you know, this spot is like more optimal. You can get a good layout, you know, where you're gonna go next. You can also go through like the alleyways, and there's gonna be 2 guys at that gas station right there. And you can shoot them from where I'm at, but I'm not running a sniper and I don't want to. And those 2 buildings are gonna be important later, because like that's where you want to go if you want to fly over to C and not take the bridge. Because don't take the bridges. That's what even says, like, don't take them, just take underwater and whatnot. Once you deal with those 2 guys, you can avoid them like I said, but we're still not taking the bridges. So you can either go up to this little shack, I think, or the building behind me. There's ladders on the back side and this on the side. You can get out your little spotter or whatever you got, like a sniper scope or something. And you can shoot some people on the roof, but I wouldn't advise it because you can mainly ignore them. and you can fly all the way over. It doesn't matter if you fall down, just you lose a bit of time. It's not a speed run or anything. And you're gonna want to run all the way over here, because sometimes there's a patrol that comes through, and you can get spotted by them, obviously. So you can run all the way up here, jump up there, get on top of this. And this is the, like ultimatum, because it depends on which building you get. You either get that one, which sucks a whole lot to go through, or you get this one, which is actually like a whole lot easier. So took my little time to find which one it was in, and you can take the long way, because you should. Usually, you'll meet the patrol by the time you're over here, so you can run all the way over here. There will be a juggernaut, but he's a bit blind, so you can just kind of sit here, let him pass if a patrol's here, or let the jug just move along. And originally there should be a few guys on the roof and one like in the second floor and two down below, but if you're lucky, sometimes they don't spawn in. I don't know why, but it's all good. And mine was right there. It could be on the second floor. Here's how you get up there without getting spotted by the two guys, or like sink shot. You and your teammate can help out. There's a guy right there. You can get out same way you got in. And, after that, it's all fine and dandy. I didn't get the notification because I already have the achievement. Now that you've got everything, you just have to focus on leaving. It doesn't matter how you leave, just be by the helicopter by the time it shows up. Another thing to note, there's like multiple ways to leave, obviously, or like just sit there and wait till the helicopter comes. Everyone runs through here. They can like get a car, or just run around. I see people go over there sometimes just so they're right next to it. I like to go here since I'm running recon. You can just throw a mine or put your sentry down. It doesn't really matter what you do. Chilling on this building's good because you can fly down by the time it rolls, and you can just kind of set up shop up here because the last part just simply plays itself. You just have to sit there and live. There will be times enemies can climb on the ladders on the neighboring buildings. They're not too much of a big deal, but if you're not paying attention, they can get you. So I guess that's about it. There's just not much more to say. I would love to just complain about my teammates, but I don't have one, so there's no one to complain about right now. But you just sometimes get those real head scratchers of a teammate. Just don't know what they're doing, and like half the time, like what's the worst? Like it just doesn't make sense to explain to a teammate if they're not gonna listen. They usually just fly down and kill themselves immediately. Like there's times they'll go to C and just get ripped to shreds by the juggernaut, and then like pin you for being like, oh, you weren't there for me, even though like that was clearly their fault. Or other times they'll go to B, like they'll do the same thing. They'll rush in, get the objective because it's quote unquote like the fastest, and they'll go down in like within seconds. And like that goes for A. They'll just drop right on objective, but like I don't blame them. They're either new or that's how they play, which isn't the best way. But that's about it. This is the end, so maybe go watch someone else. I hope you found this quote-unquote educational. Go watch Loser 832 built. Top G.